back. We've not done much just lately, but that is something I'm going to go into in a wee while. But first, make sure you join us this Saturday. It's the Halloween bash. Yes, I know Halloween's it's gone now by a few days, but we've not had a chance to do it. It was either before or after, so we decided to do it after. Fancy dress and drinks, and the drinks have got to look a bit garishly ghouly and blech. But I don't know what we're doing yet for the drinks, but yeah, fancy dress. So join us this Saturday. There's worse things you could be doing. Now, why haven't we done much lately? That's because there's big changes coming. Big changes coming to the channel. Watch this space, because it's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks. Now, food and beer news. I thought we'd do this. I know you can find most of the stuff out that I'm going to tell you can find out online. But if we do it, it saves you trawling through pages and pages, well, tabs and dabs of different information. It's all in one place, which is here. Yeah, so we've got some food and beer news, the odd bit of info about the channel, and that will crop up, and that's about it really, just something for you to get your teeth into. Regarding what's coming up on the channel, we have got a lot of cooking videos, more on the budget cooking, batch cooking as well, which comes into the budget cooking because it's cheap to make loads and loads of meals. Recipes, the odd review or two, and all the usual shenanigans. Oh yeah. So let's get on with it. The first bit of food and beer news that we've got for you today. This, by the way, is going to be longer than our normal reviews, which are about 5 to 8 minutes normally, but this will be a bit longer because it's information. So, first bit of information then, or first bit of news. As you've probably all seen the budget, which was yesterday or day before, depending when this goes up. I'm sure you looked, and the first bit that smacks you in the face was how generous they were with beer. Yeah, they're knocking a penny off a pint in your pub. That's going to save a fortune, isn't it? Not. The tight wads. 1 penny off a pint. What? There's no more use than ornament. It's not going to help the pubs. It's not going to help the punters. They just wanted to look like they were giving us something back, didn't they? Yeah, because they're taking everything else. I tell you what, let's give them a penny off a pint. That'll keep them happy. A penny. Tight ones. Firstly, for all you junk food, fast food, whatever you want to call it, McDonald's have apparently posted another bigger than expected drop in sales. Oh, McDonald's look like they might be struggling. Is that because people are eating more healthy? Or is it because they're ripping us off on the prices? I don't know. You drop all your comments on any of these stories below. Get your say on it. What do you think about that one? McDonald's making a drop in profits. Ooh, I have to admit, I have not had a Mackie D's for years and years and years now, and you know what, I don't miss them. I don't rate them that much anyway, I never have, but a lot of people do. So let us know, what do you think of that then? Are you worried that Mackie D's is going to start going out of business? I don't think there's any worry about that, but that's interesting that they're making a drop in profits. Now a bit of beer news, and this is from The Guardian. Now, I'm going to read this exactly as it says, or near enough exactly, so you get the gist of the story. Small breweries in the UK are ditching the term craft beer in favour of indie beer. Where's the hops? Indie beer. Anyway, warning that global corporations have bamboozled, if I can get my words out, I'm no Trevor McDonald, am I? Corporations have bamboozled many drinkers into believing that formerly independent brands are still artisanal, that's a word for today, isn't it? Hidden gems. Consumers were asked to say whether 10 beer brands were made by independent craft breweries. Corporate branding has been so effective that 40% of those surveyed thought that Neck Oil, you know my thoughts on that brewery, Neck Oil, brewed by Heineken, owned by Beavertown, say no more, it's a football thing, was independent, higher than genuinely standing breweries. And if I've lost you now, 40% of those surveyed thought that those breweries, Neck Oil, brewed by Heineken, owned by Beavertown. So again, corporate branding has been so effective that 40% of those surveyed thought that Neck Oil, brewed by Heineken, owned Beavertown, was independent, higher than genuinely standalone breweries such as Vocation, Fine Ales and 5 Points. Never heard of 5 Points. Basically, that they think that the customers are being misled. In other words, that the way they're branding it is that a lot of beers that you think are little craft breweries or standalone are actually owned by big conglomerates. So it's a shady bit of business, isn't it, in the beer industry at the minute. It's like beers that claim to be Spanish and the brewed in the Midlands. You know the one. Yeah, so I would always say, because it does say on the can, if you think you're buying a craft beer and they're charging you a fortune for it, just check on the back where it's brewed and who it's brewed by. Comments below. Back to food again. Now this is from Inside Food and Drink. That's the source where I've found this one, but I'm sure you'll find it in other places. And this is, I've never heard of these, but it says multi-award winning B Corps certificate chocolate brand Play in Choc. Anyone heard of those? Comments below if you have. I've never heard of them. They are now doing a launch at Tesco's from October. This one is for if you've got kids, unless you're a big kid, of course. I know somebody. They are bringing its unique toy choc boxes, that's a gobful, to around 300 stores across the UK. Will one be near you? It says that from October you can find Play in Choc's festive themed, this is going to be a gobful, festive themed Christmas toy choc boxes. I'm saying that on a Saturday night, in selected Tesco stores. And basically what it is, it's a box. You get some chocolate inside, and the chocolate is organic, allergen free, and you also get 3D card puzzle toy to assemble, play with and collect, and there are 6 different ones to collect. A reindeer, a snowman, an elf, a gingerbread man, a Christmas tree, and of course Santa. So if you're a fan of that, or you think it might be something worthwhile to get your kids, there's no mention of price, which probably means it's going to be expensive, but check your local Tesco because Christmas is round the corner now, and that's something a bit different. If you're into your kiddie things and your chocolate things, check it out. And staying with the Christmas theme, if they've not done it already, Starbucks are releasing their Christmas themed goodies. I suppose that's a word to call them, Christmas goodies. Now this includes favourites apparently that they've had before, bringing back favourites alongside new sweet treats. Now I don't know if this is all of them or it's just a few of what they've got, so you'll have to check your Starbucks if you've got money burning a hole in your pocket. They have got, returning to the menu, is the toffee nut latte, or latte depending how posh you want to be, latte to me, and that starts from £4.35 for a tall size. Now a tall size, I hope that's 3-gallon tall size. £4.35 for a coffee. Oh, don't get me started. And also the caramel waffle latte and gingerbread latte are also making a comeback too, and will be priced at £4.35 for a coffee. If you have Starbucks and you think they're worth that, drop your comments in below, let me know, talk to me. Also returning is the eggnog latte. Not sure about the sounds of this one, and that's £4.40. You can buy it either hot or iced. I'm not sure. Hot eggnog latte, don't like the sounds of that, do you? Comments below. And they've also got the polar bear cake pop, which is it's on a stick, I think, and it's like a sweet treat. And it says about it, it features, this is the polar bear cake pop, it features a vanilla flavoured sponge with digestive biscuit crumb, as well as chocolate icing and frosting to create adorable face of a polar bear. And it looks like a little polar bear's face on a stick. It just, and it don't mention the price. I'm imagining that's going to be like ridiculously small, and they're going to charge about 20 quid. I don't know. Check your Starbucks if you're a fan of Starbucks. Again, comments in below. I want a lot of interaction to this beer and news. A couple more stories and then we'll call it, so you don't get too bored, but some of them may be longer if there's a lot of stories, of course. And back to beer. Now then, what's the best beer? What's the best beer for this year? You've got a poet here. Amarillo, a golden ale produced by Crouch Valley Brewery, has been named the Campaign for Real Ales Champion Beer of Britain. This was the 24th of October, this story. I know it's been in the last week or two. So it says it was named today at Kellermore Beer and Cider Festival's trade session in Newark. And it says about it, a tangy aroma with a faint note of biscuit. The flavour is full of tropical and citrus notes on a sweet biscuit base. Dry, sweetish, bitter finish, a full flavoured beer. Sounds alright. My only downside with this, you know, I'm a bit of an ABV snob. I like something to kick me. No, don't. I like the beer to kick me. Now, it is only, I believe it's 4% or 4.1. It don't mention it here, but I did have a look online for it because I thought, oh, that sounds nice. And it's around the 4% mark. So not that strong, or it could be 5%. I'll tell you what, I'll have a look. And that shows what I know. It's well, what our memory's like. It's 5%, so I wouldn't mind giving that a try. But I did have a look on the website, and as I could see, you can only get it in a box set with 3 and a glass, which weren't too bad. It was 13 quid, so might be worth trying if you want to try. And you might see it on the channel. We may track it down and do it on a Saturday, just so you know if it's worth ordering, because it does sound all right. So that's the best beer of the UK's best beer this year. There's a poet here. Yeah, so there you go. Amarillo by Crouch Vale Brewery, 5%, and it does sound okay. Now you may think, oh, what's the top trending recipe of 2024? Well, you may not, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Now this is according to Good Food, BBC Good Food, and their most trending recipe apparently is chili con carne. I do like a good chili. It has to be really stupidly hot though, spice wise, and I had a couple of different bits in there. Either some coffee, it does work, I'm telling you, coffee, or dark chocolate. Just adds a bit of bitterness to it, and it does help to counter it. You don't put loads in, just a bit. It does make a difference. Experiment with chili con carne. And I think that will do for now for the first beer and food news. Don't forget to drop all your comments in below on any of the stories I've mentioned today. Have your say. Come on, let me know. Talk to me. It may be a longer episode, if that's what we're calling it, an episode. It may be a longer one on the next one, depending what sort of stories I think look interesting, or it may be shorter. Or it may not be back at all, you never know. But don't forget, as I said, over the next few weeks there's going to be some big changes to the channel. And big changes not to the channel. Watch this space. Don't miss any of the uploads. There's going to be cooking videos coming up. Next week there's one, maybe two, or one and a review, or I don't know. But there was something, and they're a bit few and far between while we're sorting stuff out. But do make sure that you've got your notifications on for the channel so you don't miss anything. And I think we'll call it at that for now. But there's enough stories. Get my words out. There's enough stories there to get your teeth into and comment on, hopefully. And that will do us for now. Don't forget to join us Saturday for the Halloween special. Fancy dress, scary drinks, I don't know what else, but join us because it's always a laugh, you know it is. We'll see you at 8 o'clock sharp Saturday. Oh yes please, and I'll catch you on another one. Ta-ta.